Hey guys, happy Tuesday. Bridget Bartley here, luxury real estate agent, also founder of Illuminate Your Life, which is coaching for mindset, nutrition, and lifestyle, as well as business and marketing. So if you've been around the natural health world for very long, you've probably heard of a condition called leaky gut syndrome. I know it sounds pretty gross, but it's an important enough problem to consider. And as we're launching into Self-Care September, I am committed to you guys to just sharing a lot more verbally. So as I'm doing more videos over the next 30 days, if there's anything in particular you want me to talk about, drop it in the comments. Also give me a hello and where you're watching from. And then also I'll do some videos on it to really help educate you on some of the things about our health. But this week we're talking about physical. So I want to talk about leaky gut syndrome because it is something that doesn't get enough recognition, I feel like, in our world of natural health, and especially in the medical world. But let's talk about leaky gut syndrome. So basically, and I'm going to preface, I am not a certified nurse or doctor. This is everything I've just learned in the last 16 years working with nutrition and detox. But basically, I got to put that little, blurb in there. But basically, the intestines are protected by a single layer of cells that are linked together really tightly. And so those tight junctions are the gateway between your intestines and your bloodstream. So just imagine your intestines and your bloodstream, and they're really linked by some really tight cells. They control what is allowed to pass into your bloodstream from your digestive system. So the tight junctions have a really precise job, and they have to maintain a really delicate balance between allowing the vital nutrients that enters into your bloodstream while remaining small enough that it prevents like any disease-causing compounds from your diet or from your lifestyle from passing out of your digestive system into the rest of your body. So when you have leaky gut, those tiny certain particles that should never be able to enter into your bloodstream start to make its way through. So leaky gut syndrome, again, it's not typically recognized by conventional doctors, conventional physicians, but there's so much evidence accumulating that it is a real condition that affects the lining of your intestines. And as we know, there is a brain-gut connection. So the theory that leaky gut syndrome is a result of damaging the intestinal lining. So what causes leaky gut syndrome? I think we can all attest to this. Excessive alcohol, poor diet, fried foods, processed foods, too much meat, basically eating an acidic diet. So there is an acidic versus an alkaline diet, but basically eating an acidic diet, chronic stress, and also a lot of medication. So those things in itself can create those walls to just tear down and create that leaky gut syndrome. And so what happens is your body becomes allergic to the good stuff. You've ever seen where people are allergic to like carrots, or they're allergic to blueberries, or they're allergic to broccoli? I mean, technically your body should not be allergic to that stuff, but what happens is when you have that leaky gut syndrome, it's leaking from your digestive system into your bloodstream, and your body sees the good stuff as an allergen. And so again, as a consequence, some of the bacteria and their toxins incompletely digested, like proteins and fats, in ways not normally may be able to leak out into the intestines, but they go into the bloodstream. And so what happens is this triggers things like an autoimmune reaction, which can also lead to GI problems such as bloating, which leads to more belly fat. And you've heard me talk about belly fat and the dangers of visceral fat, because we don't want that excessive belly fat around our organs. It can give you gas, cramping, it can give you fatigue, also food sensitivities. Food sensitivity is literally the most common one. Food sensitivities, food allergies, joint pain, rashes, skin rashes, autoimmunity. But let me talk about your skin for just a second. So your skin is a direct correlation of everything that's happening inside your body, inside your intestinal tract, what's happening with your liver. So if you have a lot of skin issues, like on your face, on your body, that is a direct correlation to your liver and to your gut. And I'd be happy to do a one-on-one call with you to talk more about that. But that's where I talk about detoxing and also detoxing your liver liver. There's various ways you can do that. But your skin is a huge, huge microphone to you, to what is happening inside your body. So what are some things we can do to actually treat the leaky gut syndrome? Avoid alcohol or reduce alcohol. Go on to an alkaline diet, which is a lot of gluten-free grains like quinoa, amaranth, millet. Those are all gluten-free grains. Being dairy-free, soy-free, gluten-free, and you don't have to eliminate completely, but just really reducing the amount of dairy that you're intaking, the amount of soy, the amount of gluten. And that's one of the reasons I love the shakes that I've done for the last 9.5 years, is because it's all dairy-free, gluten-free, soy-free. I do the plant-based. Also, detoxing your body is huge. You've seen me talk more about colon cleansing, which is something I've done for the last 16 years, but I really haven't talked openly about it until the last couple of months, just because I thought it was really gross and really embarrassing, but I just felt really led. It's time to speak up on this stuff. Also, intermittent fasting is good. So the type of intermittent fasting that I have practiced for the last several years, I don't do like where I don't even know the math on it. Like, I don't eat for 16 hours and then you eat for 8 hours. Like, to me, that's too complicated. I just do 1 or 2 day cleanses a week. And that way the other 5 days, it just takes care of itself. But I'm a firm believer in intuitive eating, intuitive supplements. Give your body what it wants. If it's 8 o'clock in the morning, you're hungry, eat. If it's 8 o'clock at night, eat, because your body, again, it's speaking to you. But probiotics are also really great for you. Also a collagen bone broth. A lot of these things are available that we have with Isogenics, but there's also some other great products out there as well. But again, going back to, this is why I wanted to do Self-Care September, and why a lot of us are doing this in our team, is to help bring this information to you. Talking about the gut, just a little blurb about Pure on Main in Greenville. For anybody who's in the upstate South Carolina area, I've partnered with Pure on Main, which is on Main Street in Greenville, South Carolina. They are offering all of my clients a $50 colon hydrotherapy session. They're typically $90 a session, so you're now getting it at $50. I highly recommend that you do 3 colonics back to back. They can go, if you want to go in there or give them a call, you can talk to all the ladies in there. They're super helpful, super knowledgeable. They are also experts when it comes to detoxing your body and for plant-based and holistic supplements. But that is something, again, that I've done each month. But if you have any questions, shoot me a message. I'm happy to jump on the phone and do a one-on-one call with you. We also have a private Facebook group to help give you some support. But again, if there's anything else that you want to see throughout the month of September, I'm committed to coming on live more often to share more things like this. So if you have any questions, comments, anything you want me to talk about, just comment below or shoot me a message and I'll be sure to talk about it. You guys have a happy Tuesday, and I'll see you next time.